Hello, I'm Eli with Disguise, and today I'd like to show you some of the more advanced 2.5D workflows available. Building upon the previous video focusing on separated plates of flat content, here we'll take that to the next level by mapping it to 3D geometry. When shooting on location, time is limited and access to certain locations can be challenging. By taking a LIDAR scan of your environment on site, we capture the real world in 3D and can play that photorealistic environment back on an LED volume for pickup shots or additional takes. In this example, we'll take the Hallwall Museum in Stockholm, Sweden, which has been recreated digitally using LIDAR and photogrammetry. This process is significantly faster than recreating the ornate room inside of Unreal. To start, we have a D3 project with an LED screen, camera, and MR set. Then we need to go and add the room as a prop. So go to Stage, and inside the venue, I'm going to create a new venue and add a new prop. I'm just going to call this the room. And inside this room, I can go in here and select the mesh. And this mesh is just called the model. And we can see that's a complex shape. And I can go down to the diffuse map and select the texture. I'll notice inside this room that it is a little bit dark here. So I'm going to go to the flat color and set that to the full white brightness. And for the display mode, I'm going to set it to flat to remove those wireframes. So now that I have this room open, I'm going to pin it. And I also notice that the scale is a little bit off. So I'm going to set the scale everywhere to 0.5. And I'm also going to rotate it 180 degrees. Actually, let's make that 150. So now I see I have my stage repositioned exactly where I would like it to be inside the set. Then all I need to do is open this up again, and you'll notice the output, the render layer, we'll want to change that to backplate MR set. So now that I do that, we'll actually notice that the room goes invisible. And if I go to this next point on my layer, put a new layer, and I select the stage render layer, I am now able to see that the mapping is set to the MR set backplate with the render layer as the backplate. So now I'm basically looking through a window into the rest of the scene that we have. So if I actually open up our camera here, I'm going to put this big for you, I can see how as I move back and forth, I'm actually looking at the full 3D geometry of that environment that I scanned. You can see how much detail there is in here. This would be quite difficult to replace or recreate inside of a render engine. And we can see how that mapping looks over on the left. As I shift my perspective, I am getting full parallax on every single object inside the room rather than just individual plates. And yeah, that's kind of been a quick overview of the taking a LIDAR scan, bringing it inside of Designer, and using this to recreate that environment on an LED volume. I hope this has been helpful.